The mighty ChatGPT has changed the landscape of the internet. In recent weeks, people were so excited about the capabilities of this new AI tool. It's also breaking records with over 1 million users signed up in just 5 days. ChatGPT's answers are faster than Googling, and it provides very detailed explanations to its answers. You can ask ChatGPT about the limitations of Python or how to create a new startup. The AI tool has you covered. But wait, what exactly is ChatGPT? How does it work and what makes it so special? In this video, I want to talk about this topic. ChatGPT is the new language model by OpenAI, an organization that is known for its cutting-edge research in the field of artificial intelligence. For example, the GitHub Copilot. This is an AI suggestion tool for developers. Many of them use it day by day to get code suggestions for even faster developing their software. Another example is DALL-E 2, a neural network model that is able to generate images out of text descriptions using a combination of natural language processing and image generation. In this example, an armchair in the shape of an avocado. But what is so special about ChatGPT? ChatGPT is the attempt to solve a problem only through a human text prompt, which is different from what we have seen before. The level of detail and the way the explanations are generated is very unique. And this is what makes it so special to interact with. ChatGPT is a variant of the GPT 3.5 language model that was specially trained for interacting in a conversational way. The training process was divided into several steps. They used a pre-trained base model called GPT 3.5, which was fine-tuned later. By the way, this process is called transfer learning and means the base model is already trained on a general dataset and has a basic language understanding. The GPT 3.5 stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer 3.5. It is a natural language processing model that can perform a wide range of language tasks, such as translation, summarization, question answering, and language generation. It is based on the transformer architecture, which is a machine learning technique which was invented in 2017 in the paper Attention is All You Need, which allows the model to learn a general language text that is highly current and realistic through a technique called self-attention. The GPT and its successors learn to predict what the next word for a given context is. However, GPT excels at generating very natural sounding texts that often give the impression that they were written by a human. OpenAI used this model as a base model and fine-tuned it using two techniques: supervised fine-tuning and reinforcement learning with human feedback. According to their blog post, they built up a new dataset out of conversations with human AI trainers in which they played both sides, the user and the AI assistant. They used human demonstrations to guide the model towards the desired behavior. This dataset was then mixed with an already existing InstructGPT dataset, which was designed to follow instructions. The concept which was used here is human in the loop. This means the human ranked the responses of the AI and gave it some feedback to get better. Fine-tuning language models with human in the loop is a powerful tool for improving their safety and reliability. Finally, the fine-tune process included also a state-of-the-art reinforcement learning method called proximal policy optimization, which was performed several iterations of this process. This was needed to unlock capabilities that GPT 3.5 already had, but were difficult to extract only through prompt engineering alone. Okay, now we have a super cool model that can do a lot of stuff. It has the ability to generate very natural sounding language. It can generate code in any language you want. It can fix your errors and bugs in your code and suggest a solution. It can write essays and poems in whatever style you like. And last but not least, the ability to admit and fix mistakes, which is the most amazing thing I have ever seen by a language model. It can remember what has happened early in the conversation and you can refer to this. This makes it easier to make corrections in the next text prompt and even discuss things. ChatGPT is one of the finest chatbots I have ever seen. It is breathtakingly amazing and highly stupid at the same time. And why? It still suffers from some fundamental issues like other language models. It's trained on limited data and has therefore limited knowledge. It's not connected to the internet or other sources and has no knowledge about events after 2021. It may also occasionally create biased content. It struggles with very simple reasoning tasks, depending on how these are formatted. And the model struggles to ignore irrelevant information in your text prompt. It is too sensitive to question phrasing, leading to inconsistent responses sometimes. The model has also the problem with alignment, because the way that the model was trained depends on data. And this is another understanding of the knowledge than we humans who trained the model have. And its answers are very often too verbose. And finally, it has no ground understanding of the data it was trained on. We have to find a way to get ground understanding into the model's network so that it really understands what is happening. And no, it's not better than Google. For people saying that large language models are replacing our search engine, they are missing the key point. Large language models for information retrieval seems a very great idea, maybe the next step, but at the moment they are far too inconsistent for information retrieval we can rely on. And this is a big problem.